Daryl Hodge, going to the gym means lifting weights, but he's also carrying one, trying to understand why someone killed his best friend, Odin Lloyd.
I should still be lifting with my bro. He should still be trying to dunk.
After a jogger finds Odin Lloyd's bullet-riddled body, police quickly find their first pieces of evidence. Distinctive tire tracks, Lloyd's cell phone, and keys for that black Suburban he'd been driving all weekend. Police quickly learn it was rented by New England Patriot Aaron Hernandez. Over the next several days, investigators search his home and cars, removing bags of possible evidence, including Hernandez's cell phone. But a law enforcement source says it's badly cracked, possibly intentionally, before it was handed over. June 26, 2013, 9 days after the murder of Odin Lloyd, Hernandez is arrested. The charges: first-degree premeditated murder and having illegal weapons. His plea? And he's no longer a New England Patriot.
I and other members of the organization were shocked and disappointed.
Hernandez is canned before he reaches the courthouse.
Mr. Hernandez is charged with a very serious crime, but that shouldn't be enough to hold him without bail.
And he's staying in jail. His attempts at bail denied.
I think the Commonwealth has presented a case that's circumstantial, to be sure, but very, very strong.
Hours after his arrest, the public hears those details for the first time. 9:02 p.m., Father's Day, June 16th.
The defendant had sent a text message to a friend of his who was out of state. Please make it back.
That friend is Ernest Wallace in Hernandez's hometown of Bristol, Connecticut, more than 100 miles away. At 9:35, Hernandez texts him again, "Get your ass up here." Wallace is joined by Carlos Ortiz. Both have criminal records. At about the same time, Hernandez is also texting Lloyd. "I'm coming to grab that tonight. You can be around? I need that. And we could step for a little again." When Lloyd doesn't answer immediately, Hernandez sends another text at 9:34. "What up?" Lloyd answers at 9:37. "All right, where?" At 9:39, Hernandez replies, "I don't know. It don't matter, but I'm gonna hit you when I'm that way." After midnight, surveillance stills released by authorities show Wallace and Ortiz arriving at Hernandez's home. Inside, the football player is holding what appears to be a gun, and he's not happy.
He makes a statement. He's upset that he can't trust anyone anymore. The three of them departed the defendant's home at 1:12 in the morning in the silver Nissan Altima.
2:10 a.m. He's on camera at this gas station.
The defendant bought gas, bought two other items, Bubblicious blue cotton candy gum and rolling papers for marijuana.
About 20 minutes later, 2:32 a.m., a camera captures the same Altima pulling up to Lloyd's home. Lloyd gets inside. As they start driving, a sign of trouble. Hernandez tells Lloyd he doesn't trust him, angry about who he was talking to at the club where they partied Friday night. How do investigators know about the conversation in the car? Ortiz sources say squeals during questioning. At 3:22 a.m., a string of security cameras at an industrial park pick up the Altima as it heads toward a secluded area.
There are no homes there, there are no artificial lighting.
It's now 3:23, and Odin Lloyd sends his sister that final text, telling her he's with NFL, adding, "Just so you know." Between 3:23 and 3:27, workers nearby tell police they hear gunshots. Hernandez's home is only a half mile from the murder scene. At 3:29, a camera shows an Altima pulling up in Hernandez's driveway. Only 3 people get out. Odin Lloyd isn't one of them.
The defendant goes walking through the house.
Back inside the house, images show Wallace, then again with Ortiz in a basement doorway with Hernandez nearby. And this, Hernandez wearing white with a gun in his left hand. Police, a law enforcement source says, believe this is the murder weapon, a .45 caliber gun. It remains missing.
And they all then go down to the basement. Once in the basement, the surveillance gets shut off.
Around 5:30 that evening, prosecutors say Hernandez and his 2 friends show up here to return their rented Nissan Altima. The manager tells investigators Hernandez offers her blue bubble gum. It's the same kind he bought at that gas station, and now it's showing up in the returned rental, along with a .45 caliber bullet casing. The manager tosses the gum and bullet casing in a dumpster. Police say the shell came from the same gun that fired the rounds at the murder scene. And they say tire impressions taken near the body match the kind of tires on the Altima. Hernandez's attorneys won't comment on the case, and all parties are muzzled by a gag order. For family and friends of Odin Lloyd, knowing some details helps, but they don't answer this question.
Why? That's the biggest question. Why?